Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. You join us for this T20 between the Chennai Carvers and the Delhi Demons. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me for this match is Mel.
I thought these conditions looked good for batting, but they've chosen to... bowl first. The bowlers will have to be extremely accurate in this opening spell. Not a lot of room for error, that's for sure.
Henry has the privilege of bowling with the new... ball. The umpires have signalled that they're ready. Let's get this game underway.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Hit it sweetly first ball, and it's out of the ground.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Yep. Brilliant shot, that.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running. No interest in that one from the batter. Henry will be wanting to hone in on a better... the line and length to make them play next time. The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Yeah. Unplayable, no reward, flying to the boundary.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary. A few moves made in the field.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yep. Well placed, should get a single. There'll be one run here for them.
Exquisitely done on the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive, could have been worth more.
Duckett is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Wait.
Duckett shakes their head. He was there to be hit but couldn't make the most of it.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. Ahmed, the left-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end. Yep. Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
It's the wicket they so desperately wanted. They've removed a real threat before they could get going.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board. They'll get at least one.
And with that, they're off the mark. A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper. You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
This could be trouble. Could that be out? Looks so.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket.
Yes!
They'll push hard, should get back for two.
Keeper!
A couple on offer here.
Wait on.
Brilliant diving stop. Over. The Capitals are 27 for 2. Henry from the south end.
Yep.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Yes!
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Keeper's end.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
There'll be runs here. Quick onto that in the infield. Trouble! Oh, gone!
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Wait. Bowler's end.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find a gap.
Waiting.
Well, not a great delivery, got it full. Lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
End of the over. 8 runs coming from it. The Capitals are 35 for 3.
Yeah.
Nicked it. finds the fielder with that shot.
Managed to get off the mark in a rather streaky fashion. The bowler won't mind that at all.
Edged. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Wait.
Just threw the shot too early.
Wait on.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Yep, yep.
Decisive running might have gotten to. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Yeah, yep.
Couldn't get it through the field. Gone. Brilliant in the field.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yep.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Wait there.
Great shot, at least one on offer.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Beaten on the drive.
Nice.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yes. Bowler. Yep.
Nice shot, runs possible. Another really good over comes to an end. The batters just haven't been able to cut loose in the last few overs. Samson coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Ball in.
A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting.
Misses everything.
Nice.
Patel shakes their head. It was there to hit. Couldn't make the most of it.
Yep, yep.
You sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Get onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs. The captain making some adjustments to the field here. Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. Captain's going to change things around in the field.
That's it.
Caught. well to hang on. Not a lot of room so close to the boundary.
The big wicket is gone. Never really looked comfortable, and now they have to start the long walk back. Some changes made to the field here, going more aggressive.
Drives and misses everything.
Nice bowling.
Just need to settle down. The ball is there to hit. They're trying too hard, I think, to really smash it, rather than just time it. No interest in that one from the batter. Sampson will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time.
Yes.
Couldn't have played that any better.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing out of the middle and race to the... boundary.
5 fielders are now able to be moved outside the circle.
Bit of a change up in the field now. Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
Sharma ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps.
A little late on that. No run scored.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Sharma gets off the mark.
Yep.
Taking a bit of a risk here with a more aggressive field.
Ready. Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers. Umpire signals wide. Such a poor delivery. Really need to work out what actually went wrong there.
Straight to the fielder. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yep.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Good bowling, kept it nice and tight and made it hard to score runs.
Waiting. Yep.
Chance!
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail. I'm not sure what happened with that delivery. Maybe trying the slower ball, but just got it all wrong. That was a pretty wild delivery. Lost all control.
Yep.
Got all of it, and for 6.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
Nice.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. That's poor play.
Wait.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Yep.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. End of the over, 9 off it. The Capitals are 67 for 6.
A few gaps opening up here with the more aggressive field choice.
Going with spin now.
Yep.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Wait.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
It was a nice looking shot, full and in the slot, just couldn't find the gap. That's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Yeah, yeah.
That shot sees them get their innings started.
Wait on.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Just threw the shot too early.
Down the wicket, misses.
All in.
It looked like a pretty good delivery, to be honest. The umpire's given it as a wide. Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now.
End of the over, a good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. The right armour is coming into the attack from the north end.
It looked a pretty good delivery, to be honest. Umpire, though, has given it as a wide.
Wait on.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yes.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
Wait.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Yep. Bowler.
It was slightly shorter, but it was seen early. Got onto the back foot quickly. Just pushed it away behind square.
Yeah, yeah.
Edged it. There'll be 1 run here for them. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Miller shakes their head. He was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Really playing all their shots that over, really expensive.
Yeah.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep.
Yep.
Well placed, should get a single.
Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more. Some changes made to the field here, going more aggressive.
Yep.
There was a bit of width on that, and they've climbed into the shot to send it up and over for 6.
Yeah, yep.
Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Right on. Right.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
Good precision with that throw back from the deep.
Right on.
Miller will be frustrated with that shot. The ball was there to hit, but couldn't find the gap.
Wait.
Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Huge edge.
Unable to get the scoreboard moving.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Right. Yes.
Really good shot there.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call made in the end.
Yep.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Ahmad from the south end.
No interest in that one from the batter. Ahmed will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time. Solid partnership, 50 so far. Now it's time to really build a big score. That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit. A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yeah.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
edge.
Yes.
Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
Over. The Capitals are 116 for 6.
Yeah.
They'd look for a couple here. A couple on offer here.
Deceived by the drift, beaten by the spin. It's as simple as that, really. Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Good bit of timing there.
That's gone a long, long way. Well and truly into the 20s now, and surely looking towards a big score.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Wait.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Wait on.
That's the over. The Capitals are 124 for 6.
Wait.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Yeah.
Nicked it.
That's a really good half century. Ensured the strike rate's maintained. He's pushed on really, really well.
Yeah.
Great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air and takes a good catch.
A fluent innings undone by a decent delivery. A good wicket to get at a good time.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket.
Too much width, really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened.
Yeah.
Pick that well, and that's on its way to the boundary.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
Massive edge.
Miller shakes their head. It was there to hit, couldn't make the most of it.
"11 runs added there. The Capitals are 135 for 7. Sampson with the ball in hand again. Beaten on the drive.
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
Misses everything.
Sampson with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the 3rd dot.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, They now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Yep.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Drives and misses everything.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Right on.
Does very well to get quickly across to that one. End of the over, 8 off it. The Capitals are 143 for 7. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the south end.
The captain going with the... An aggressive field. Some adjustments to the field.
Yes.
There'll be runs here.
Keeper's end. How's that?
Another one, 8 wickets gone. You feel it's just a matter of time now. A few decent deliveries could see the end.
Yes. Nice bowling. Waiting.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Yeah.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock. Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide.
Bowling.
Threw the hands at it. Somehow missed everything.
Well, look how close that was to off stump. The timing on the shot was poor. Really didn't even get close to the ball. Very lucky to get away with that.
Nice bowling.
Stark shakes their head. It was there to hit. Couldn't make the most of it.
Yep.
Fantastic catch. End of the innings. Some nice bowling, but that total isn't too bad. All to play for going forward. Poor shot. Really lucky.
These are tough balls to face. Very easy just to nick them as it swings in. That one just whizzed past the stumps as well.
Yep.
Super piece of timing.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
Yep.
Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure, and now they've got the key batter out cheaply.
Yep.
Timed that brilliantly.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Yeah.
Couldn't have played that any better.
Good balance, really good balance to transfer the weight and stay on top of the ball.
Shots are certainly being played at the moment. Some good batting mixed in with a little bit of good fortune. That's 2 boundaries in 2 balls. Bowled him! Beauty, absolute beauty.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds, and you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the south end. Nicely played.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Yep.
Nice shot.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Samson has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Yep. Well bowled.
Needs to be on target.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
High in the air. This should be an easy chance.
Yeah!
Taken. A really good one too.
So that's the 3rd wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
Yep.
Right in the slot. Right where they like it. The ball races to the boundary.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Poor ball all the way down to the boundary. That'll go down as 5 wides.
No surprise there to see that one called a wide.
Not the ideal way of handling that ball.
He didn't push hard enough maybe between the wickets, and that prevented them getting back for 2. Wise decision in the end not to take the fielder on.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
That showed great skill, lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Oh, that's hit them. And at pace. Looked painful. Massive chance.
They were wise to the run there. Excellent call. It was off the pad and they got through quickly.
leg edge.
That was a really well-timed shot off the back foot. Saw it early and it was dispatched with ease.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Yep. Well bowled.
Needs a direct hit.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line. Threw the hands at it. Got nothing on the ball.
Yep.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Runs flowing freely in that over. 24 off it. The Super Kings are 53 for 3.
Yep.
Dismisses that for 4. A bit of West Indian flair to that.
You don't chase those down. Brilliantly timed off the back foot, and that's raced to the boundary.
Play.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yep.
Edged.
Managed to get onto the front foot early, and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yep.
Straight to the fielder. There'll be 1 run here for them. Could be close.
Nice running between the wickets, clipping the pads, not the bat though.
Yep. Well bowled.
This should be close.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Yep.
Brilliant shot, that.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
A new bowler is coming into the attack.
Yep.
Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
That's the 50 partnership between these two, gaining some momentum nicely for the team.
Play. Yep.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Yep.
Great shot. Great timing.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Patel, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Gone, played all around it.
They've played the most brilliant innings here, which could well have turned this match around. It certainly entertained this crowd, who's loved every minute of it.
Yep.
If that had been thrown to the other end, I think you'd be looking at another wicket for sure. Good running, it needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep. Yep. No, no, no.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
14 runs added there. The Super Kings are 87 for 4. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Catch.
Times it nicely.
Yep.
Really good shot that, as they're now into the 20s. They can take plenty of confidence from it going forwards.
Yep.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Crunch on the front foot and bang, gone all the way.
Yep.
A direct hit, and this could be gone.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you'd expect from someone of this skill level.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board.
Gotcha.
In the air. Looks to be landing safely.
Launched into it. Landed just short of the boundary rope for 4.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Yep. Go. Yep. Go. Yep. Go.
Just threw the shot too early.
Yep.
Edged it. There's a chance if this hits.
There was trouble for a moment, but these two were quick enough to avoid the run out in the end.
With the completion of that over, we see the fielding restrictions finish. The captain can push this field a bit deeper now.
Yep.
3 more players able to go outside the circle.
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out. A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yep. No.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field. I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Catch it.
A real beauty. Just times it so well.
Avoided the fielders, 1 bounce and 4. Fantastic shot.
Yep.
Finds the edge.
Yep.
6 runs added there. The Super Kings are 108 for 5. Nicked it. They certainly don't feel like they've got anything on that. But almost every fielder is asking the question. Out! Simple catch, and the keeper makes no mistake.
That was a slower delivery, played too early, and it went straight through to the keeper.
Yep. Slowly.
Ahmed gets off the mark.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep. No.
Chance!
Yep.
I don't think there was any bat on that as they come through for the single.
Beaten on the drive.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
End of the over. 4 runs coming from it. The Super Kings are 112 for 6. Patel, the spinner, coming into the attack.
No, no, no.
More decisive running may have gotten them too. You look at that and I would say they would have made it easily. They need to be a little bit more switched on than that.
Misses everything.
Nice bowling.
Beautiful slower delivery. That was just too good for them.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
No.
That was some good running. Thought about a third, but I think rightly they chose against it.
Drives and misses everything.
Patel with a superb delivery. Got them coming forward looking to drive, but can't manage to catch the edge.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Patel has probably gotten away with that one. The umpire hesitated but decided against calling it a wide. Nicer, slower delivery. Straight past the bat. Beauty of a ball.
That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters.
Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though. Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
No.
A bit of a mix-up. They'll need to improve their communication.
Yep.
Edge. What a ball. Finds the fielder with that shot.
No.
You never really want to chance that arm going for a third. Did well there.
Yep.
Hit that hard. Nailed it.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope. A good piece of bowling there. A little bit of pace off the delivery, and the batter is all at sea. Beautiful slower delivery. Just hitting air on that one. That was just too good.
End of the over, and again it's a good one for the bowling side. Not letting batters build any momentum.
Yep.
Massive edge. There's trouble here. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, They now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yep.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Yep.
Nice shot, runs possible.
Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Nicely taken. Quick to latch onto it.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Ahmad will be looking to make a strong start to their innings.
Yeah.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
That one they got hold of. The slow ball didn't work and it went all the way.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come. 10 runs added in that over. The Super Kings are 134 for 7. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
That's out. Caught.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
Yep.
Needs to be on target.
No.
That's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. Poor play.
This could be trouble.
The slower ball just missed the bat and the stumps.
Nice bowling.
This could be out.
No.
Tried to get the drive away. Didn't time the shot well and threw to the keeper. Well, that's a bit harsh, perhaps. I felt that it wasn't that wide.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point in chasing that.
An inexpensive over ends and a wicket coming from it. Big appeal.
Nelson!
Out. Pretty straightforward catch in the end.
Another one goes off to the sheds. That's 9 down. Some good bowling finding this tail out. And it certainly feels like this is close to the finish.
Well placed. Should get a single.
A great win, extremely close right to the end.